Today, we've got a challenge for our two chefs that's going to test every ounce of their skill, knowledge, and damage control.
I feel like I've ruined the whole thing.
Chefs, how are we?
Yeah, good.
We haven't cooked together on the same side for a while. It's always fun.
Please lift the cloche to reveal the photo.
Okay.
Interesting.
Wow.
I reckon we've got this, James.
Okay, so we've got a green puree.
Looks very smooth, and we have green things behind us.
Yeah.
The main feature
no.
is an oblong of panade, I'm going to say meat based on what's behind us, but what could it be? Some kind of pulled pressed meat that's cut, shaped, and then go again.
I think it's dawning on James just how big a challenge this is.
Then there's something very shiny. I'm going to say lots of sugar.
I don't know what that is. No.
Beetroot, Chilean beetroot.
It's beetroot.
Chutney? Maybe it's more of a chutney.
I love how they're not only trying to work out like just what the ingredients we're using, but also what job each item is doing there.
Like what area, whether it's acidic or sweet, or where it adds the balance to the dish.
And then that looks like it could be a compound butter that's been whipped and pureed, but it's probably, given the ingredients behind us, mash, just 50% dairy fat.
That's mash?
But I think that's like 50% dairy fat in mash. More importantly, which bit needs to happen first?
Oh, we actually have to cook this.
What if we go beef or pork?
Beef.
So let's do a beef, of which we've got pastrami and we've got possibly brisket-esque.
Chefs, if you can have your attention, please. Your cooking time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Do you reckon that's worth pressing into, James? So that we can cut rectangles, so line it with cling film.
Yeah,
do you want
let's
to do that? And then we'll both fight over what the hell that is in a minute.
Yeah, let's
do that,
leave that.
I'll get that on the go and that on the go.
It's nice that it's already cooked. I just ripped this up.
To get a beautifully smooth puree, we're going to have to cook the greens, obviously, before we blend them. So I'm just going to blanch them. Sounds good. Kale more firm, we'll avoid that.
Ben very cleverly gave me the panade meat to do. Because that's
delegation, James.
I feel like that's the hardest thing to know what is in it, but judging from everything else, we've gone with beef. Beef and beetroot works really well. And so I'm just breaking up all the nicely cooked, slow-cooked beef. You think it's got Coke in it.
There's
Maybe.
2 cans on the back, and I feel like it's either a silly red herring or could be beef and Coke.
Okay, let's use the logic of
would we do
it go? Is it going to taste delicious? Yeah. Can we improve Kush's recipe?
That's not a bad angle for this video.
And I think Coke could work. It's quite a sweet. It's nice because you'd add sugar to this kind of thing as well.
I'm now worried, Chef, that you said that I've left this to you and it's your fault if it goes wrong. So I'm going to share in the decision making. I'll just let you do the doing.
Thanks, Chef.
Coke, mustard, horseradish. 3 good flavours with beef. Which are going in, if any? Coke is gone.
We can do mustard. I don't know about horseradish.
I agree, once it's cooked, it's probably not going to be needed.
I think you want that
might
fresh.
exist somewhere else, it might be a red herring because of beef.
Red herring.
What the chefs don't know is we have put a few red herrings on the table, which we'll be removing later on in the video.
And therefore, the things that they have used that they shouldn't have used will be revealed to them, and I think that's going to be definitely worth watching.
Now, we only need a single quenelle, but I'm doing the red, sticky, shiny thing, which we think is likely to be balanced on the plate. Fried stuff, really oily, rich stuff. Dressed leaves is likely to have some acidity to it, so a chutney. So beetroot and plum chutney, perhaps.
So interestingly, they've almost identified the core ingredients it could be based on colour and based on what other elements they think are on the plate. So therefore, these flavours work together. We think this might be beetroot. Let's grab beetroot and then figure out the taste profile as we go.
The quenelle of chutney is not smooth like the puree, but it could still be stick blended at the end. Is it just like a rough blend?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
As opposed to a rough chop, which is never going to get to that.
Definitely blended. If in doubt, when it's Kush's recipe, it's probably blended.
So I have blanched our watercress, our spinach, and a lot of parsley. Now draining it off, and I'm going to blend it, and then I'm going to season it afterwards. I'm not adding in any dairy fat, which is lovely in things like purees, but looking at the richness of the colour, I don't think that exists in this one. Now the thing with green purees is we do want to chill it down pretty quick. So once we're happy on flavour, we're going to spread it out and chill it down.
That's looking very green.
It's definitely going to need something else. At the moment it's just got salt and pepper.
Right, so far I have got all the beef in a pan with the veal jus, some Coca-Cola, and some of the gelatin from pork something, ham hock type thing. That's cooking off. Maybe a little bit too much liquid in it at the moment, but I do need to get it in the fridge cooling very quick.
So now I'm making the chutney, and these are lovely, lovely red plums. And I think I'm just going to cook it down. There's natural sweetness in here with beetroot juice. And so we have a really lovely reduction. Again, heavy on black pepper, heavy on salt, acidity from a bit of white wine that's going to cook down, and then we can add a little bit of vinegar to adjust.
So while I was doing the beef, I also did the caramelised walnuts, took the caramel quite dark, because it is a savoury dish. We don't want them to be like super sweet, we want them to be bittersweet. Just dipped a few walnuts in before it burnt, because it was burning as I was dipping them, which suggests that the caramel around the walnuts is going to be great.
Spot on.
Chefs, you've had 15 minutes, you have half an hour left.
We still haven't decided on our butter meets potato, but there's definitely a chef hack on the back, and it feels very cushy.
Oh, you think it's that?
Cheddar
Maybe.
cheese flavoured mash, which is also why it's so weirdly smooth.
Should we do it?
And has vegetable oil as the second ingredient in it.
That is amazing.
That is so wrong.
I like it.
Then we add
I like
more
it.
cheese to it, we add more butter to it, and chilli.
I like it. Let's do it.
James has got the meat pressed. That's going to have to go into the freezer to chill down super, super quick. I'm doing penne, so flour, egg and breadcrumb ready for it. And I reckon it'll need to go in the oil with 5 minutes to spare, so it's got 26 minutes to be in the freezer.
It'll be 5.
Flour, egg and breadcrumb ready for your chef. Seasoned.
Good chef.
We've got a probe, so test, don't guess. We're looking for probably about 180, 185. Baz, I hope you're listening and paying attention. Remember, capability versus confidence.
Do you want me to write that down for you? We've written it down, thanks, Ebbers.
So do you think this is gem lettuce with frisée
I think
on
it's
it?
a single leaf of gem stuffed with dressed frisée, topped with gherkin. Ooh, what are you putting there?
Dressing. What are you doing?
Plum, beetroot, salt, pepper is all that's in there. I was hoping for natural sugar from the plums, but looking at how shiny that is, I think it might have
that needs
added
a lot
sugar.
of sugar.
I've also
Yeah.
got some acidity. I was thinking honey or just sugar. Just go sugar.
I think it's sugar. It's so dense.
We're halfway through, which means now we're going to take away the ingredients they shouldn't or shouldn't have used. Ding dong.
How can we
Hello,
help you?
chefs. You've had half your time, and we are now going to remove all the ingredients that you shouldn't have or shouldn't use.
Oh, pudding's going, bacon's
Okay,
going.
okay, yeah.
All the pork is going, James. We did that right. Oh, the plums are going. That's a worry.
Oh no.
Potatoes are going, so we were potentially correct on that.
Oh, gelatin. Okay, we've used that.
Which you used some
We've
gelatin, but it
yeah.
off the pork. That was fine.
Yeah, just in a different form.
Fine.
Eggs, yeah, fine, parsley.
That was both helpful, but also a little puzzling in places. It has confirmed he did use this mash, and it's confirmed that Speckles was this
definitely
red chilli.
confirmed that.
We're good. He left behind watercress, he left behind tarragon. Damn it! Spinach, parsley, everything else he left. He did also leave a whole potato.
No.
As well as this.
I think he probably got it wrong. And chicken stock.
And chicken stock, well, we use veal, I mean, in the same breath. The tongue's a bit annoying. Blue cheese, where that's going. And horseradish. Horseradish and beet. He also took away
Horseradish
the
and
remaining
beetroot.
3 plums. So I don't know if it was supposed to have plums in it. And he left the beetroot. So maybe it should have just been chopped beetroot and beetroot juice, and the plums weren't there. So I can add some beetroot. Just grate it in.
How do we get the ox cheek in?
I think we have to accept that we missed that one.
We did, didn't we? We said
we
beef.
couldn't see inside, we weren't to know. But I think to add it now would risk ruining the whole dish. And that's a decision where sometimes you have to just step away.
Where's the potato? Do you think it's just the butteriest potatoes known to
No,
man?
because he's still got the powder, unless he used that to save the thickening.
Yeah, both. Shall I
How
pull
do you
some
feel
potatoes?
about that, James? I feel like that we did pretty well. We missed a couple of things.
I feel okay with it. Like the horseradish, I think was easy to miss. Where's that going? That's going in
The chili fleck through the buttery mash.
through the buttery mash. So where's the horseradish going?
I don't know, mate. I think in with the mustard in the press, but it's too late. But I think
I
you're
think
right.
horseradish could go in there.
It's an odd choice. Yeah, sure. Peter and horseradish.
Yeah. I'm opening the ox tongue.
And doing what with it, chef? I like the optimism. Where are you taking it?
I don't know. It's kind of pureed.
Where are we putting
It's
that?
almost like you don't trust me.
It's not in there. There's not flecks of blue, unless it's blue cheese and chili mash
I think the blue cheese went into that.
with mustard.
Well, we don't know if the mustard
He
went
left
into
it,
that.
so unless that's going in the dressing on this.
It doesn't look like it though, does
No,
it?
I can't see any flecks.
I'm so confused.
Based on a photo alone.
I knew it'd be hard to judge what Kush did.
Okay, I'm going to weigh in 475
That's looking good.
mil. It's not far. By the
that's
time it's
looking really
cold,
good.
it's not far
Yeah.
off actually. Shiny. What makes it shiny? Unless it's unless it's just aioli.
Oh,
He's left oil and eggs, but we've used oil.
Oh,
we
do you
have used
reckon?
both of those things. We've used oil to fry, and we've used eggs here.
where does the potato go? Do you think that's a croquette?
Doesn't matter now, does it?
No.
Now it's smooth.
Yeah, that is quite smooth.
I reckon now we'll give that another couple of minutes. The sauce has cooled down quick. The chili is going in here now.
Oh, we've really committed to this mash, haven't we? Oh, it's wrong. It's wrong. Egg yolk in the mash. Basically,
Duchess.
we have to make it shiny. Yeah.
I did mention Duchess earlier. We could do that, James.
Let's
It's
do
not a
that.
bad shout.
Let's do that.
And blue cheese in here or not?
Right, I'm torn between trying to replicate what he's done, using every ingredient that he wants us to, even though we know it's wrong, but could taste
It's not
good.
the highest res of photo. That could be flecks of blue in there as well.
Chefs, you have 10 minutes remaining.
Probably start getting that beef out.
Got a
shouldn't
really
I?
good tannoy
I
voice.
really like it. I'm enjoying this.
Why have I chosen the tiniest knife?
Your pane's ready, the oil's ready. Everything else is now pretty much ready. We're going to have to quickly chill that down. Damn. Hey,
So we
James.
should boil it. Yeah, that's shiny.
Egg
And
yolk.
it looks kind of right.
It's got a little fleck of blue, maybe more than it is. There is some other colour than red. I'll fetch some stuff. James, we're in trouble.
No, Ebbers, don't say that.
You took too long over your pressed mix.
I feel like I've ruined the whole thing.
How cold does that feel?
Ah, that's really hot.
I think it got put in a blast chiller full of other stuff that was also hot. James, this isn't going to work.
It is. Oh.
We have time to fry penne, but the penne is going to be the problem.
Why did I do this? Why did I even heat it up? I just shouldn't have heated it up.
No, I
Should've
did
kept it
wonder, but
cold.
sure.
Why didn't you say anything? We're a team.
Honestly, you're better at this stuff than I am. I trusted you.
Clearly not. Right, this is going to be very difficult. This is going to be very difficult.
Are you going to... That's more firm.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to have to
I
go
know.
all of that and a little bit of that now.
Yeah, I agree.
No, you're not heating it up again. No pans.
Go away! Dress the salad!
Go away.
Go away! No, let's not fall out. Let's not fall out.
I love you lots.
We good. Yeah, we're good.
Chefs, you have 4 minutes remaining.
Flour's not going to work. It's not going to cook out, is it? It's going to make it pappy.
It's too late.
Everything else is done and just ready to come on a plate now.
I'm thinking like this. What do you think?
Long and thin. We shape it afterwards. And maybe you're right, in hindsight, it needn't have made it quite so hot to cool it down, but oil is 183.
That sounds good to me.
Thinking on your feet, this is not the way we'd have done it.
Final
However,
minute.
I think you've done a great job to save that, James. We got some hovering walnuts.
God, life's hard, isn't it?
Life is busy when you only have 45 minutes.
This is amazing.
I can't even do anything
puree's gonna
about
go on
it.
first, chef. Look at the picture.
Oh, chef!
Whoop.
I mean, that looks great.
Whoop. Not happy with the quenelle because it's too soft. Could do with being chilled more, but we don't have the time.
Now we need to replate that. It tastes great.
5, 4,
This
3,
is so
2, 1.
James, look at the
Stop
size of your
cooking.
penne. I don't think it's a disaster, but we've had better games.
That was incredibly informative, but also a hell of a lot of fun to watch unfold. If you agree and you'd like to see more of these types of things, we've got a playlist that you can go and watch of our tasting or identification cooking challenges. You can check that out here. But we have the original dish from the photo underneath the cloche. But first, let's eat what you've made.
So, the chefs have made a panade baton of salt beef, mustard and ox tongue, resting atop a puree consisting of watercress, spinach and parsley. It's been served alongside a cheddar, blue cheese and chili mash, beetroot and plum chutney, as well as a charred gem salad leaf topped with candied walnuts and gherkin.
Blue cheese and red chili mash. Who'd have thought? Kush is a genius.
Oh, okay, nice.
Absolutely delicious. So under here is the original of the photo that you were working from, and it's amazing the difference between a photo and the real dish.
Oh,
That's not potato.
it's shiny. It's shiny.
That's not a potato.
This is a whole grain mustard mayo, which was a
bit
pull
like
through
ours.
mayo with whole grain mustard and chicken and some of the veal stock reduced.
Okay.
And then
It's delicious.
frisee, pretty much nailed. Charred gem salad, candied walnuts, but the walnuts were fried, deep fried, in order to get the dark colour after being tossed in a sugar syrup.
They're a lot darker than ours.
What went in the green puree other than the body potato? Because it does taste slightly different.
This was watercress and parsley wilted in olive oil and then chilled and pureed.
It's the olive oil.
Yeah, olive oil. And the mash will be taking
The body.
away a lot of that.
Can we cut inside? I want to see what's inside this one.
Still don't know what half the ingredients are.
Oh, this is great.
What?
It's got more texture. It's got more. It's not all meat.
This is salt beef and blue cheese croquette with grated potato cooked with tarragon, parsley, chicken stock, veal stock, and gelatin to set it in time. Kush made this plate in 45 minutes to prove it could be done, but used gelatin to set the beef.
Wrongly, we ruled potato out of the croquette mix, and at that point,
Well, you wouldn't.
we
Yeah.
were presented with 3 potatoes.
How are you supposed to know
grated,
what's
yeah, it's
inside there?
grated.
There are multiple things.
I think we did
Guess what's
say
underneath this blanket?
we said everything at some point in the video.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you can edit
know
it.
Yeah.
You pretty much got most of the ingredients on the plate, which I think was mad to watch
Yeah.
you deduce
Brilliant.
and get to that point and then make a delicious plate of food. So, lads, incredible work.
That was a hard
Thank you.
challenge.
It's
That was
fun
hard.
challenge.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Fun to play the game. Actually, I think identifying what's inside something that's panade impossible, but I think where we went wrong was we got caught up by timings on 2 occasions. The reduction of this, which was slightly different anyway, but that, and then the ability to do that. So actually, it was the timings that messed us up, I think, more than the flavours, which were going to be impossible to guess, but you could make an educated one.
Well, you did amazingly. Like, it was such a good thing
was
to
good
watch.
fun.
So, well done. Amazing stuff.
Well done, boys.
We could
Well
work
done.
together more often.
Good challenge.